Hello, everybody. Welcome to the TechRaptor podcast. I'm Robert Scarpanito, your features editor.
And Rotten Editor-in-Chief.
Rich Doggett, site founder.
Andrew Stretch, the Wonder Editor.
The Wonder editor. You may or may not be playing Super Mario Wonder right now. We can't see your hand.
He did not say wonderful.
I've put it down. Either I put it down right now, or I'm working to get my feet only any
Somehow
he's down.
Still playing. Yes, he's still playing somehow.
I'm actually Goro. You can't see the other arms.
I've seen people play through the Fires and Flames on expert 100% with their feet.
True.
I do not, I'm not surprised if you figured out how to do that with your Joy-Cons.
Who said it was his feet? Anyway.
Cool. Well, there is a legitimate speedrunning category of Mario Odyssey where people play with the second controller with their feet. But also, this week it was announced that at Games Done Quick, one of the contestants was going to be a dog playing a NES game.
You could have a dog playing Wonder right now.
It's true. You could have.
That's how accessible this game is.
Exactly.
It's such a fucking good game. Jesus Christ. But that's not what we're here for today.
Well, we are talking about good game. Well,
supposedly,
probably good.
Supposedly,
allegedly, we're talking about good games today.
This week we have a little fun quiz show that was put together by our social lead Christian Buckley. A while back on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, other way around.
Get it right.
Yeah,
the social media formerly known as Prince.
Yeah. That there was that thing going around where people would like fill out their list of the top 25 games, right? So while that was happening, we had some of our staff members do their lists. It was compiled on a Twitter thread. You can check that out on our Twitter profile. But then what Christian did is gathered 10 of them, put their list in a PowerPoint that we're going to go through that none of us have seen, where we're all going in blind. And the game is we're going to guess whose list is whose based on the list of our staff members.
Whose list is it? Anyway.
Whose list is it anyway? Some would say. Yeah.
Some might say that.
Some would say that.
Christ.
Others
Hopefully
would say case
We're still not 100% sure that's not trademarked.
We're going to call it the Mickey Mouse guest list.
Mm-hmm.
That's not trademarked, right?
No. Mickey is fine. We can say whatever we want.
Well, as long as it's Steamboat Willie Mickey. I thought he's fair game now.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So like that one level in
I
Kingdom Hearts 2.
I thought they pretty actively lobbied, like they changed copyright law in general for Mickey Mouse, didn't they?
But the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey, I'm pretty sure is now open game.
He is free.
So anyway, you'll know whether this video makes now. Disney's lawyers talk to us.
Yeah. But before we go into the slideshow, I think it'd only be fair for us to at least maybe like go through and like just rattle off top 3 that come to mind, just so people know where we come from, right?
Top 3 staff people or top 3 games?
Yeah,
favorite staff member? I got that.
3 favorite children, right? Let's.
None of them work here anymore. Richard Costa.
No, of games. We'll start with you.
It's funny. It's funny too. I was going through some stuff the other day, and we've had over 300 people write for the site over the last 10 years.
Damn.
So it's pretty crazy.
So really,
to look back
the
1%
is what you'd be picking.
Right. So who's your top 1%?
Yeah.
Whoever writes guides, I think at this point is in like my top tier. Because then I don't have to do it.
What Rudd is now revealing to us is that TechRaptor is just one very long battle royale social experiment.
But Rudd, why don't we start with you? What are like 3 games that come to mind when we're talking about just top games?
Art Cloud.
Immediate.
Halo 2. And Morrowind.
Okay. All right. Respectable. And Stretch, you?
It's Ocarina of Time, Kingdom Hearts 2, and the original Spyro the Dragon.
Oh. Huh. Kind of would not have expected. I know you like Spyro. I didn't realize Spyro was like
Spyro.
That high.
Spyro is a game that at least twice a year I will sit down and 100% in a day, just for fun. Like I'll put on some podcast or a TV show, and I'll just sit down and I will 100% Spyro 1 in 4 or 5 hours, and then I will move on with my life.
Okay.
I do that without playing Spyro.
So you binge watch a TV show. Is what you're telling me.
I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, perfect.
3 games. I got to go Warcraft 3 for one of them because that spawned 2 very big things in my life.
Right.
Not porn related. Not that.
That's just
finally come full circle. Two other 4 episodes later.
2 other genres of games. I got really into Dota from that, and then I played WoW because of it. So Warcraft 3 is a big deal. And one's a modern one that it's been stuck in my head forever since I played it, as it might be. It's easily the best written game I've ever played in my entire life, and probably one of the best written things I've ever experienced in my life is Disco Elysium.
That King Kong game, right?
Yeah. But Disco Elysium is phenomenal. It's so well written, so well done. If anybody hasn't played it, it's one of those few things. Like I don't know how often like you actually read something and like genuinely laugh because of it. Beyond like, oh, that was funny. You know what I mean? Like you take it in, but like it actually caused you to laugh. That game did. And just by reading some prose that it was written in there.
I was gonna say usually my own jokes, but
somebody has to laugh.
That's because nobody else is laughing.
Yeah. The third one, I don't know. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2, maybe also a stretch. Kingdom Hearts 2 is fucking it's to this day still got some of the best combat in the game to me.
It's such a good fucking pick. Dialogue is top notch as well.
Well, I won't get into that, but
no, it's the best. Yeah,
that's true.
It's better written than Disco Elysium. I would argue.
I'll leave.
To Crisis Core.
Yeah, Crisis Core. God, what a fucking garbage game. That better not be in any of these fucking lists, by the way. Crisis Core.
Oh God, I hope it is.
I really hope it is too.
Looking at a couple of these names that I know that made lists, it might show up. I'll be upset.
I cannot wait to see how angry you get at some of these. Upset. It's going to be phenomenal.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah. Remember, we have to be nice. We have to be like, this motherfucker.
I'll call him out, slack him as we're doing it. Like, we find out who it was. You put this
Robert,
game?
Yeah. Did we get your 3 games, Robert?
Oh, yeah. Scrappy.
I think from like one of the top ones has to be Persona 5 for me. It's the only one that I've committed permanent ink to my skin.
Yeah, it invented jazz and Shibuya.
That's true. It did. And I did play it through it twice also.
Yeah, once for Royal, once for normal.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was great both times.
Dude, yes, it was.
Honestly, Rock Band 2, I think I have to put that pretty high up on my list because I think I really love music a lot, and there's like that game kind of expanded my understanding of music and almost made me think about pursuing a career in music, which I didn't do because I think it's
because the game wasn't that good. It was pretty good.
It's more like if I'm not going to be an engineer, I'm definitely not going to be a musician because that's just as hard in the other direction.
Yeah.
And third, I don't know, maybe Devil May Cry 5 specifically.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Yeah, DMC 5. There's something about that game that just like it's like riding a bike, once you've like done some combos in it, you can just play that game whenever and just groove right in, it's fucking great. Yeah. But mostly like modern stuff.
Our game of the year winner there, Devil May Cry 5.
Mm-hmm. It is from 2019 if I remember right. But now let's get on to our slideshow on the screen. If you're watching on YouTube, you will see the slideshow on the video. If not, we'll do our best to kind of illustrate it to you so that way
we're only getting 5 of their games.
Yeah, so we have 10 staff members to guess. We have a list of 13 staff members, so there are 3 red herrings, and we have 5 of their games of all time. Some are ranked, some are unranked, and we have to figure it out. Whose is whose? Whose list is it anyway?
Makes it a lot harder to guess now.
Because it's ranked or unranked?
Well, because it's only 5 games. Because when we made the list originally, it was 25 or whatever that grid was.
It's 25, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that makes it a little easier.
The top 5 are going to be the ones that like most immediately define. I would argue once you get into like the 15 to 25 range, it's just kind of like the generic everyone loves it kind of games.
Sometimes, yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
That's what I wonder. Like, I'm wondering how much of these 5 will just be like Tears of the Kingdom, Elden Ring.
How many repeats will we see?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Stretch, you are in charge of this slideshow. You are.
Yeah. So I was going to say we've got potentially lists from Travis, Austin, Isaac, Christian, Brittany, Tyler, Sammy, Sam, Courtney, Don, Giuseppe, potentially Andrew here from the podcast, and Dan Rockwood.
All right.
So I want to ask all of you first to, like, is there anyone on that list there that you think you will be able to pick their number one off the top of your head?
Christian's a Sonic game, right? For sure.
Christian's going to be a Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, no, it's
Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts or Sonic, one of the two.
Austin, I want to say Fire Emblem, but I don't think it is.
I think Dawn's might be Planescape Torment.
Not Fallout 3.
His is going to be a CRPG
Yeah,
for sure.
it's going to be in the 90s CRPG of some kind. I think it's Planescape.
Courtney's will be Trails of something.
It'll be a Trails of game.
Don't be tricked into playing that garbage. She tricked me.
Isaac will probably be JRPG of some kind, knowing his preferences.
Now, the real question is for Dan: is it Splatoon 1, 2, or 3?
I don't know.
It's just all of them.
Dan, it will be something Nintendo though, most likely, right?
Yeah, probably.
Dan's are Splatoons 1, 2, and 3, and then Foam Stars.
And I want to say Brittany's. Maybe it's League. I know hours played. It's definitely League for her, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I know she's big Harvest Moon too.
Yeah.
And that type of stuff.
Well, I guess
Is
that's
she
one
also
of the other...
Final Fantasy?
I don't
maybe
know.
Well, but I think that's one of the interesting things about these kind of lists too, right? It's like everyone views like what's my top different, like what determines your top or your favorite. Like, did it impact you the most? Did you spend the most time in it? Do you remember it fondly the most? You know, it's like everyone kind of ranks it a little differently.
And what's going to be interesting here too is like, if you're old fucks like some of us here, like Rep, the games that come up are going to be like Dark Cloud. How often is he getting the opportunity to talk about that where people are like, I don't know anything about that? Go away.
I think the only time that Dark Cloud...
Sometimes I say things to people and just get blank stares, and I'm like,
So might be
I have coworkers that don't know what NFL Blitz is.
That's fair. That's pretty fair not to know, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we have a lot of guesses going around here.
Austin is one of the biggest ones I don't know. Maybe Fire Emblem. I don't know.
I've got a couple of blocks so that we couldn't see anything.
Right.
So let me get through all. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, so this is
Otton.
Oh, I was going to immediately go with Christian for Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, let's go through so it's I'm assuming number one is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It's the biggest on the screen, but there's also World of Warcraft, Kingdom Hearts 2, the Japanese cover specifically, Portal 2, and God of War Ragnarok.
So see, that falls into like the World of Warcraft, the God of War Ragnarok, the Portal 2. A lot of these are like, they fall into that, like, this is someone big. Like this is someone who likes video games, like TM video games.
Out of everyone else on this list, this is the only person who likes video
Nobody else. Everybody else is a fake gamer.
I mean? That's like how you have the people who enjoy movies that are like, yes, this 1973 classic is peak cinema, and other people are like, yo, those Fast and Furious movies, I've watched all of them. They're great. This is like a video game game list.
One of the best movies of all time, Calvary. Go watch it.
Yeah, this one, if it's WoW, we have a few people. I feel like WoW is the biggest one that's like, like if someone puts it on their list.
That's me, Rhett, Austin. Who else talks about it?
I think that's kind of it.
That's still around. Those are the only three that still talk about it, I think.
Yeah, because I feel like you have to be broken
Travis
to put
played
WoW
WoW.
on a list.
Who?
Yeah. Travis
did play WoW. That's right.
Him and I were talking about it yesterday. He
right.
he had met one of his buddies in person recently that he played with that they used to grief in raids, and he told him that.
Yeah.
And the dude had no idea. The entire guild was in on it for years.
That's hilarious.
And he was telling me about that. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, that's so cold.
That's funny.
It's so, I love like old guild like drama stories because people just did the funniest stuff back in the day.
Yeah. I don't know. My gut is kind of saying this is Andrew.
I gotta say, Andrew,
I know he's here
Witcher
in the
3,
room.
World of Warcraft, and God of War.
Okay, do we think that it's Otton right off the bat?
That's my gut.
Yes.
I mean,
that's my
I will
gut.
say that all 5 of these were something that I would have put on there.
I love that it's been long enough where you're like, I don't know.
I think. I mean,
Maybe.
The Witcher 3 was our first 10 on the site that I
Mhm.
reviewed. I like
Yeah,
that game.
true.
I literally just said Kingdom Hearts 2 moments ago.
Mhm.
We all know your once crippling addiction to WoW.
Yeah. We had a great God of War Ragnarok video at some point.
Yeah, but I fucked that one up.
Okay, well then I'm gonna reveal it in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we got it right.
I'll say, all right.
Otton with the previous voice actor of Mario.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not Mario
Me.
anymore.
That's me with not Mario.
That's just a guy now.
Yeah,
Just some old guy.
some schmuck. No, that's Parthenax. That's Parthenax. The
That's
dragon.
true. I got him because he did the dragon in Skyrim. That's really
Yes.
my favorite game.
Who's clearly behind the both of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the dragon's face.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I love it's like Mario's photobombing you guys there.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
look
we're
at
off
little
to a
Mario
great
in the
start.
window, just staring at. He's peeking at us, creeping on us.
That's
Little peeping
creepy.
Tom Mario.
I gotta say, this does make it harder because I was like sure bet that you were a red herring because it's like, well, obviously you're on the show.
I thought it would have
But-
been too,
Yeah.
but I saw that pop up and I'm like, I think this is me.
The fact that even you weren't sure
I
means
was,
that we're
I was
probably
pretty
okay.
sure because I knew I put all 5 of those.
So I love that this means that Stretch, you think Andrew has a video game.
Yeah.
It's like
Which I thought was a very funny comment because it's like, I don't know, God of War Ragnarok, one of the bigger blockbusters. Portal 2, huge game everybody owns. WoW was WoW. Witcher 3
This-
also everybody owns.
Wow.
That was the exact type of generic list that I was fearful we would get in like the 15 to 25.
Yeah, well, what's annoying is that those are easily the most generic choices for the 25 that I put up.
But also, it lends itself. Like, of course, the games that are going to have the highest appeal, the most marketing, the broadestness to them are going to be the ones that everyone loves. Like, it's
Sure.
just, it's a catch-22 within itself.
Well, the
Yeah.
ones that have the money to put the time and effort into doing more like cool shit. Not to say they're exclusively the ones doing it, but yeah.
because like we were
You
talking
just
about
got
in
a
the
video
pre-show.
gamey ass fucking video game taste.
Well,
I guess.
like we talked in the pre-show, if we made this list today, Cocoon.
Where is the rest
might
of my
be up
list?
there,
Wow,
you know?
I'm curious.
Did you not
Well,
save it?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I'm gonna pull up the next guest.
Oh, dude, I had Melee
It's
on
gonna
there.
be
All right.
Halo 2,
Or is that just
Skyrim.
Halo?
It's Halo 2.
Oh, this is
doing
Austin.
SMGs,
I don't
right?
need to see anymore.
This is definitely Austin.
This is Austin
This-
for
It's a
sure.
Fire Emblem.
Well, that and the
Also
crappy
the Xenoblade
Xenoblade
Chronicles.
shitty game. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's rattle.
And Skyrim because he's a
Next.
fucking goblin.
Next. We don't need to see anymore. All
And Star,
Okay,
and
I
Star
got
Fox
it.
64.
I guess
Star
we'll
Fox
move
64
right
through
through.
me. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Excellent.
Wow,
Easy
that's like
peasy.
straight
We
down the middle.
identified that in like 6 seconds.
No question.
Jesus Christ.
All right, well,
Is that bullying?
There he is
my
next to
God.
Luigi.
yeah, so
Okay.
Austin, you might remember him from the show. He's been on this
been here.
show a few times. Yes.
Yeah. He
Oh,
he in the dark cave as a goblin would
He's
be.
a little goblin boy.
All right. But I think we were. I know I said that he would have a Fire Emblem.
I
up
knew for
here,
sure.
For sure.
I think me and him were
Xenoblade-
talking about Radiant Dawn the other day. Me and him were- so
Yeah. And Xenoblade personally is a disappointment to me, but hey, everyone has
hey,
their own
teach
taste.
your own.
Loved
And
it.
there's a piece of shit Skyrim on there, so I'm expecting to see Skyrim again, for what a trash game it is. But all right,
Well, I'm
I
expecting definitely on Don's list, we'll see Skyrim
Yeah,
and we'll
Fallout
see
3.
Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Fallout 3, Fallout 4.
I will say, if Skyrim was in this top 5 for him, I can understand why he was at first a fan of Starfield. Because I know recently, we were just talking, and he said that maybe it's not as great.
Yeah, we were just having that chat of he's the home the honeymoon's over, he said, with Starfield.
Mm-hmm.
Still
Yeah.
playing.
Well, moving on to the next on our
was-
list.
That was a meat. Oh my god, speed run.
Travis.
Oh,
Travis, yeah.
Dragon's
Travis.
Dogma, Dark
Dark
Arisen,
Arisen. Yeah.
Monster Hunter World, Dark Souls,
Iceborne.
Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne.
He's a big
Travis.
Souls guy. Travis, for people, he hasn't done. He's been a little behind the scenes lately, but he was our original tabletop editor, and so he mostly talked about board game stuff. But I
It
do
was
know,
board games. Like the first couple of years were board games and Dragon's Dogma.
yeah, he really likes
That's
Dragon's
just-
Dogma. He has a phenomenal story about playing Dragon's Dogma that I would love for him to tell
you know,
sometime.
His blacksmith story.
Yeah, the blacksmith story is pretty good.
Well, it seems like we are well aware of who this is as well.
I have a feeling that we're gonna smash.
We know
this
our staff
list.
pretty well. I like to think.
Yeah,
I thought that this would be like an hour, but no.
That still is taken from a video at Gen Con.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's just how he looks at
Still-
you.
Yeah. Still one of my
Is-
favorite pictures.
Is that the Gen Con where you guys became friends with the Magic the Gathering
It
thieves?
might have actually been.
Oh no, you guys were in on it.
So for a bit of context for people, there were a couple of people at Gen Con last year that walked out with a $400,000 pallet of Magic the Gathering cards. And Travis and I partied with
was
them
10
a couple years in a
cards.
row at Gen Con.
Whoa.
So at one point they traded shirts in a bar. And
Oh,
got
these guys!
we got
I didn't realize it was
asked
them.
mhm,
That's funny.
yeah.
I remember hearing about them when that happened.
Yep.
Oh Christ! Well, we've as
They're
be
off
fun
the
to
Christmas card list this year. I'll tell you that much.
And they're in a new change of address for the Christmas card this year.
Oh,
Well, I think that
correctional
part of their settlement is that they're not allowed to handle cards of any kind.
no cards, trading or otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue through this list.
Old man
Next
Travis.
up,
Rune Factory 2,
Ooh.
Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life, Persona 3 Portable,
All of a sudden,
Skyrim, Emerald version of Pokemon.
the confidence has come crashing down.
Yeah.
Brittany.
well, yeah, you guys were saying
Yeah.
that Brittany
I
would
think
probably have
that
a
might
Harvest
be-
Moon, right?
This does feel Brittany to me.
That would be my guess.
Um,
Also,
I know she's a
Skyrim-
big Pokemon fan too.
Skyrim is the swerve for me. That's where I'm like,
dude, Skyrim has caught a bunch of people that you wouldn't expect. I used to have conversations with women at work who were like in their 50s and 60s that were playing Skyrim. Didn't play any other games, and they're like, "Hey, do you know about Skyrim?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And they're like, "Well, what about this?" And I'm like, "I don't want to talk about Skyrim," like, but they're playing it. Like,
yeah.
Shut up,
Such a
Janice. I don't want to
strange-
talk about this.
I mean, yeah, it's just a
Todd
strange
Todd
game.
Howard's vision, man. It permeates
It
through everything.
caught people.
It really did. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see some like Harvest Moon and Rune Factory on this
Dude,
list
Harvest
too.
Moon's good
Yeah.
shit.
Well,
Playing
it
Harvest
was.
Moon originally, yeah. I'm thinking back like SNES and the N64. I remember playing
Yeah.
the shit out of those
Mhm.
as a kid.
So,
Yeah,
and
and-
also looking at the rest of the people on the list, I'm not really seeing anyone else that this would align with at all, other than
No.
Brittany.
The only other Rune
Yeah.
Factory person I know is Scrappy.
It's true.
That's
Well,
the
I
only
know
other one.
Brittany
Will-
likes Harvest Moon.
And Will has played Rune Factories before, but he's not on our main
No.
list.
Oh,
of-
Courtney. Courtney isn't a Persona person, though, I don't think, right? I don't
She's
remember hearing her
not.
talk
She-
about Persona.
I don't
She hates
think
Persona.
so.
I doubt she'd be down with the whole shooting yourself in the fucking head thing with Persona 3.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
Sure.
mean,
Well, this is also Persona 3 Portable, so you don't really see much. You just get you get a text box of what happened.
well, you do see the head shooting. The battles are all animated. They're
Yeah.
a little chibi, but you see.
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
him.
which makes it kind of worse, kind of little chibi guys shooting themselves in their massive domes.
Hey, I can tell you this: the Persona 3 Reload that looks real great.
Dude,
It's
I wish
really-
I would have played it PAX.
Yeah, like
Sure.
visually, it
It looks
You
like
can see
they
kids
just
shooting their
made it
heads.
Persona 5 engine
3.
essentially, which
Mhm.
is great.
Yeah.
And that comes out. When does it come out? Have they said-
February.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Q1.
That'd be good shit, dude. Hopefully they fix Tartarus. Otherwise, I will shoot myself.
Tartarus was so bad.
I will cosplay
God.
as the characters.
Because Tartarus sucks. It's by
Yeah.
far the worst part of that game.
They could cut the floors of Tartarus in half.
Like a
and it would
quarter.
still
Even.
be too much.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
big. It's way too much.
It's like 200 some. It's like 230 floors, right?
Yeah.
To finish the game, I
fair.
think. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's better.
But I'm putting my vote here on Brittany.
I think I'm with you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hey,
Nailed it.
Hey, we got it.
killing it. We're
You
killing
guys
it.
are crushing it.
We're 4 for 4 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these
I
is
was
going to
not
get us
expecting
at some point.
this
Yeah, we're
to
gonna
go
get
so well.
We're gonna get fucked at some point.
Yeah.
We're going to fly too close to the sun.
See, I wish I was the one putting together these 5s because I would have been like, "Oh, this is obscure shit. Let's put that one in there." Because if I was picking from 25, I'd be making these weird.
Mm. Well,
Okay.
hey, once we get one wrong, just remember to yell cut, and I'll edit around it, and so we still look good, you know.
Got
But,
it. Got it.
yeah, cool,
Like,
cool.
oh, we're definitely sure that this is.
And we'll all stand in place, like how they used to do visual effects in Star Wars, where they have to sit and wait for the lightsaber to come in.
Yeah,
I'll just be in the same pose.
exactly.
All right. Moving on to our 5th person. Oh, this is Christian.
Oh, that's Christian.
Uh,
Yeah.
Christian,
Yeah,
who just
guys, we
got
got-
published in the latest episode of Lock On for doing an article on how much he loves Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally just talked. He didn't play it that long ago and is talking about how much he loves it.
Mhm. Well, so for the audio folks, we have Zelda Twilight Princess, Red Dead Redemption 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, again, the Japanese cover, sensing a little bias there, Super Mario 64, and then Resident Evil 4, the original cover, not the remake, if that makes
Yeah.
any difference.
I mean,
So there are
respectable.
people who enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2, eh?
Red Dead Redemption
Wow.
2 was on my
A lot
list.
of people loved it.
Whoa,
I-
stretch.
That's crazy because it's technically one of the I think one of the most well-made games ever.
It's
On a
just it
technical
had
level.
such little staying
Sorry,
power.
wait,
I
did you
feel
say
like I
Otton
heard
just
about it
likes
for
doing the
2
degenerate
weeks,
stuff
and
you
then
do
it was
in it.
just gone.
Sorry, Andrew, did you say on a testicle level?
Yes,
Got it.
that might go to Metal Gear 5 actually.
Yeah.
Or Sniper Elite.
Wow.
Yeah.
But no, Red Dead 2 is phenomenal, dude.
It is, I mean, it's
One of gaming's better stories. That's actually a good story.
Mhm. And I hear from a lot of people who like aren't like a lot of core gamer type folks, but they love that game because it's basically a western. It's like a playable western movie,
Pretty great.
you know, and that gets some people who.
And I get why
don't
there's
play much.
certain annoyances with it, like people didn't like the slowness of certain things or like having to do the repetitive stuff or having to maintain stuff like food and whatever nonsense like that and taking care of stuff. But I like that. Like I loved all the like long animations of him like skinning the animal, folding it up, and
Mhm.
particularly putting it on the horse. I don't know why. It just really, really worked.
Otton
just-
good shit.
sat back in his recliner with like a blade of grass in his mouth.
I'm going to be real excited about the new
My glass of
Dragon's
sweet
Dogma
tea.
game.
I don't know. It is a game where I normally do value like. Well, I don't value those long animations. I kind of hate them
Yeah.
personally, but Red Dead was so good that I was like, I guess I can tolerate it for.
I don't know.
his
It
game.
worked. It all worked together. I'm with you though. Usually I'm like, fuck, get the fuck out of here.
Mhm.
But if for some reason it really works. I think part of it is like Arthur's so compelling to just be around and like what he's doing. It's good shit. Anyway, let's just talk about Red Dead. Fuck the rest of this.
Yeah.
Well, the guess is Christian.
Yeah,
Christian.
It's Christian for sure.
There it is.
Nailed
It
it.
is
There it
The
is.
man who put together this list.
And he has
For
also been
us.
on the show a few
Yes.
times. Yes, he has.
He has.
Yeah.
Continuing on again.
Oh,
Oh.
I think we know who this is.
Okay. Here's where we're at.
I don't even know what the names of these are. What's the name of this? I couldn't tell you any of these.
Yeah, I
This is
wish
amazing.
I could help, but I really
One's-
can't name.
oh,
I have
oh,
no idea what any of
Wait,
these
no,
are.
Stretch.
One of
do
these
you
will
have
be Muv-Love or whatever, right?
maybe?
I mean,
Or
I
maybe
think
they
a
all
lot of
are.
these-
I don't know.
You have the because like our view is a little bit blurry. I can read like Total Eclipse, and I think
I
that's
can read
Muv
that.
Love Alternative.
I think that's the only two that I
Yeah,
see.
I think
Is it
that
Photon Flowers.
Photon,
think that-
Photon Melodies.
I think that all of them except for the top right are Malvolov.
Oh, really?
Is the top right Final Fantasy?
No,
I
I don't know. It is some Advent
I have
Children
no
looking
idea
shit
what these
though.
are.
mean, Yo, Advent Children was great.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
sure. No, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You don't hate on Advent Children.
Dude, so was Kingsglaive. Blah blah blah.
He just turned into Adam Sandler's character from Hotel Transylvania.
So speaking of, did you see there's some like new animated movie coming out where he plays a lizard and it's just the Adam Sandler voice for the lizard?
No.
I saw a trailer for it and I was like, what the fuck am I looking? So good.
Who does Kevin James play?
He's got, I mean, I'm sure somebody.
He's got to play her there. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Some mall cop.
So
Bob Lart's in it.
I think this is Austin, right?
I was going to say Sam.
No, I think this is Giuseppe,
It's
right?
Giuseppe.
This is definitely
Yes.
just.
No,
This
yeah.
is going to be
It's our news
Giuseppe.
editor Giuseppe. He is constantly talking about his
Nailed
love for Muv-Love. Is it Muv-Love or Move-Love? I'm gonna call it
I
Move
don't
Love.
know. I've only ever seen it written.
Honestly, just go
Move
between both. It'll be fine.
Well, Move Love.
But that was
There you
Love
go.
Move.
But that was like if I had my name on this list and we went to my slide and it was just 5 pictures of my face. For us
Yeah.
who know Giuseppe, that was like getting slapped in the face with his list.
Yeah.
That's why there was such.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
brings up Muv-Love a lot.
He does.
He
So
enjoys it.
We're now 6 for 6, right?
I'm just surprised Microsoft Flight Simulator wasn't on.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't make it on there in some fashion.
Yeah.
I
That's
figured that would have
true.
been the top 5.
I mean, again, these aren't necessarily top 5. It's just 5.
That is true. Yeah,
Right.
I guess the Microsoft Flight Sim would have completely given it
Because
away.
that wouldn't have been my top 5.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it's Microsoft Flight Sim that would have given it away, and not the other 5 games that we just saw.
So with that, we're 6 for 6. Honestly, I thought that we were going to be way worse at this. This might just show that like we actually
know
have
our
a
team
pretty
really well.
decent company culture. I don't know. I don't want to say that and then have to, have Rut sitting in front of a wooden wallpaper while he does a fucking apology video for some
Well,
shit
as long
next
as
week.
he's not sending some letters to people
Oh,
without
Oh,
telling
Christ.
us,
yeah.
we should be all right.
There's some people without. I don't know this reference.
Oh, well,
All right.
some
I
people
got
will.
the wood wall one. That one I got.
Well, what I was talking about was directly related to the wood wall. So
I don't know
why
that
they
one.
were sitting in front of that wooden wall?
I remember now. Yeah.
Ah,
Or
There we
I
go.
could go ahead and hire James Corden to interview me.
Yeah.
Well, if it comes to that, if we get such dire here at the company, we'll definitely have to bring his expertise in.
Oh,
Yeah,
To
I
help
think
us
he
out.
can really rebuild any broken.
It would be
company.
like everybody hating on him at once. That is actually maybe a genuine like strategy. Be like, we all fucking hate.
maybe
this
that did
motherfucker,
like
right? We just-
galvanize Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, they all roasted him together collectively, and they felt better afterwards.
exactly. All right.
Okay, moving on to
Who's next?
list number 7.
Oh,
Oh man.
Done.
Okay.
This is done.
No.
We got the
Yeah,
Planescape tournament. We've got
Planescape.
the first Fallout games.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
well,
original.
Renowned Explorers is a big giveaway too.
Yeah.
Does
Well,
love
so
that.
is the
It is a
Fallout
good
trilogy cheating? That's like 3
3
games, right?
I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's back
Arcanum,
before Bethesda made them.
It's true. And
Back when
I
they
was
were
a
bad.
teenage exocolonist. That might be the newest game.
Oh yeah,
On this
that's a
list, right?
surprise. I don't
Last
remember
year?
him. That was pretty this year or last year. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I've seen him
remember
I
him
talk
don't
about
remember
it.
him talking
Oh.
about it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, this is Dawn, right? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
This is
yeah,
absolutely
this is-
done.
Dawn.
Without a doubt, Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn.
Dawn, yeah, or former news editor.
Yes.
Depending on how long you've been with our site, you might
Yeah.
know it's seen his stuff.
He's been around a while.
Yeah, he still does write for us too
Loves,
occasionally.
Yeah,
loves,
he's still around.
He loves Fallout 3. Loves it. Favorite
Yes.
game.
Christ.
Make sure you
Fallout 3.
tweet
We're
him
unleashing this onto the
about
world.
Fallout
Please
3.
don't tweet at him about Fallout 3.
Don't do it. Just tweet at Rut
Christ.
about Fallout 3.
Yeah, he
I'll just
deserves it.
block you.
Tweet at Rut about Elex 2 and how fucking
Yeah.
garbage it is.
Mhm.
Then in that case, I will write. no,
Also, what was that game you gave a good review that literally nobody else in the world did?
Atlas Fallen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tweet to him about that review too. Be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of mushrooms and other shit were you on that day? Anyway,
Yeah.
I liked it. I don't know.
Hey,
Now-
everyone has their own different tastes. Some of it's wrong.
Yeah.
Uh,
I get roasted internally for my reviews. So
and
Just-
and
honestly, not
publicly.
internally. Yeah,
And publicly, yeah, a lot of.
I
who the
say
fuck
I
is
don't
TechRaptor?
tweet very often to reply to tweets, but it's usually about that.
Yeah, and like all of this is on the. I'm not editing this part out. I've edited out our mistakes before this, but this
yeah.
is
That's right.
Yeah.
All the
I
ones
get
that
roasted
got wrong.
internally and externally for my opinion. So
yeah.
All right, moving on to list number 8.
Sam,
Oh my god.
This
These
is
are
this is a meme list.
Jimmy's.
This isn't real.
this is pure.
No, okay,
Amazing.
this is either
Okay, so I
Go.
want to clarify. This list. This is Sam Core.
Yeah.
well,
All
let's
these are.
list the
This is
list.
its own genre.
We've got The Quiet Man, fantastic video game. Resident Evil Umbrella Corps, Left Alive, Balan Wonderworld, and Babylon's Fall. 5 of arguably the greatest games of all time. Bar
This
none.
is a fucking.
This could
meme
also be
list.
Dash.
Oh yeah, that was my other thing. I was like, it's also very Dash.
Yeah, it's a
list.
special guest Dash.
He's not on our,
Yeah.
our list
About
here.
to
but-
screen cap this and at him on Twitter.
So I remember when Sam reviewed Umbrella Corps and he gave it a 7, I think, and everybody else is like, "Are you fucking insane?" Because that's the outlier. Everybody else is like, "This game is dog shit." And he's like, "I don't know. I thought it was pretty good." This is before. This is when he was genuine, not all meme Lord Sam that he is now. That was a genuine reaction.
Before his rise to cringe.
Yeah, before Sam Core became a thing, and we Sam Core is internally what we call it. So our reviews editor Sam Googly Oogly Elmo, he likes bad games for some reason. I
Man,
mean,
you know, this. Hold on, that's just not a great look for reviews editor, huh?
no.
You think about
He
it.
loves bad games a lot. Like The Quiet Man, he's talked about a lot. He's reviewed twice. He did review it poorly. Let's just say
He
this way.
did.
I don't know if he
His
likes bad
review
games. He
scores
really
are
likes to
good.
review them. Yeah.
His review
Hey.
scores are generally
Usually,
within consensus, but
Except
he still
Umbrella
loves
Corps.
them.
Umbrella Corps was really out there.
Yeah, it's like
He
a
gave
it's
it
like
an
a
8, right?
intellectual curiosity of bad games. for
Yeah,
him.
he's
Yeah.
fascinated by them.
Oh, I mean, it's the same way that you know you can always find screenings of The Room going on somewhere.
Yeah,
like
that's speaking of. That's exactly what Square tried to do with The Quiet Man. You remember
Yeah.
they made a trailer, memeing on it themselves, and they were
Yeah.
trying to make its own The Room out of it.
Mhm.
oh man,
It's pretty
Square
cringe.
Enix.
Yeah, but
What are you
also
doing?
it's hard. Like The Room was like perfect storm of
Oh, yeah.
of stuff, right? Like it's hard to manufacture
Yeah.
a
Well, and you
The
have to have a
Room.
personality like Tommy to fucking do it. It's
exactly.
the only way it happens.
And I think another thing too is The Room is like a sub 2 hour commitment.
Yeah.
Most
Quiet
most
Man's
of these
also
games are
pretty
not.
pretty short.
That's fair, but Babylon's Fall is a live service. Well, it was a
Well,
live service.
Used
game.
when it existed. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
live service game with 0 players.
Yeah, an unalive service game, if you will.
God.
It looks like for the main story on how long to beat, the average is 3 hours.
Still longer than The Quiet Man,
Not too long.
Yeah.
or
very true.
than The Room. The Room, that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
So this is
I
Sam,
mean,
right?
Easily
Yeah.
Sam. Yep.
This is
Easy,
Sam.
Sam. Man, do we need to change the rules of the game for these last two? Because I'm like, we're just like shoe in Duncan.
We're smashing.
I'm fine with that.
I don't know if we can change the rules at this
What are we
point.
gonna change? Well, how would we change the rules?
How would we make it more
How do we
difficult?
pivot mid podcast?
I have no idea. So we have what is this? 5 names left, right? We've got Isaac,
Wow.
Tyler, Sammy, Courtney, and Dan.
Well, no. What
Yeah.
we'll do, we'll say who has the best list. Which of these people? Which one put together the best list?
No, we can't do that.
Who put together the worst list? Sam. That's
Sam,
easy.
yeah, easy. That's easy.
Easily Sam.
Done.
I don't know. Is it maybe like we guess what is on all of their lists and see what
What
comes
the
up
number
next?
one would be?
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm expecting to see like a Dead Space on Tyler's.
Dead
If
Space.
he's if he's not one of the red herrings, you know.
it's true.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
know we've got 5 names. 3 of them are not going to show up.
Yeah, 3 of them aren't real.
Right.
3 of them don't
I
exist.
think we just got to power through.
Yeah, I think so.
That
All right.
man isn't real.
Going up for the penultimate list.
Shadow of the Colossus, Mischief Makers, Silent Hill 2, Journey, and Marvel's Spider-Man.
That is quite the list.
That
That's
is
Yeah.
That's a really good fucking list.
Hmm. Okay, now it's getting hard. Okay, good,
Okay,
right?
this is actually
This is
difficult.
difficult.
Okay.
This is good.
I wonder if
Well, I
Fishy did
can
this,
I can
he was
rule
like,
out
I'm gonna
of like
give him
two.
easy
Actually, I
ones.
think I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna let you guys do it.
I'm
Sorry.
pretty sure I know who it is as well.
I could say who it's not.
Yeah, it's not Courtney and it's not
Not
Dan.
not Courtney or Dan.
Not
Just
Courtney,
get
not
rid of them
Dan.
right away.
Yeah,
Is it Sammy?
I think it might be.
I was gonna say this one was Tyler.
This doesn't scream Tyler to me, but
Well,
again,
I know
it's
that
only a sampling.
I know that he's big into like horror stuff, and then also like Mischief Makers and Shadow of the Colossus are they're absolute classics. But when you think classics, they're going to be in other people's, 26 to 30 range, and
Well,
I reckon that's kind of
This is a real gamers list, by the way.
Yeah, not that first, not like that first.
Not
list we
my
thought.
list.
yeah, because all of these are great fucking games, but not as many people have played Mischief Makers.
I was gonna say who's even a lot of people don't even know about it.
Yeah,
They're
A
seeing
lot
that.
of younger gamers probably haven't touched Journey.
Yeah.
that's true.
But I wonder if the Journey is quite as impactful anymore. Is it still like the stuff someone come with you? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good shit though.
Yeah.
Playing Journey that first time.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 is the one that like I'm not 100% on with that because I know if Will were on the big list, like that's one of his, right? Like he loves Silent Hill 2. But I don't know. I feel like I'm a little stumped. It is maybe between Tyler and Sammy.
It's either Tyler or Sammy. I know
Right.
Tyler likes the Spider-Man game. I know he's talked
See,
about
I
it.
don't think this list is weird enough to be Sammy.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, it's
Fair.
Tyler. It's
So-
Tyler, 100%,
Sammy
100%.
does
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
some niche interests.
Yeah, but
I
they do have
think
some good taste too.
I think it might be Tyler.
Yeah, let's do Tyler.
I think
Yeah.
it's Tyler's.
Put chips on Tyler. Hey,
Hey,
there we go.
Hey, all right.
9 for 9.
9 for 9.
Let's see. Let's not fumble it at the fucking end.
this is
Right
this
before
is
the
where
finish
it's
line.
gonna be tough.
We got 4 names, but 1 person.
Hotline Miami
Oh.
2.
Oh, this is Sammy.
Oxenfree,
Hotline Miami
Perfect
2.
Dark,
Yeah.
Time Splitters 2,
This is Sammy.
Condemned Original Origin or Criminal Origins. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Sammy.
This is Sammy.
Yeah,
Pretty
because I
sure.
know like Sammy loves Time Splitters and Perfect Dark. That I know for sure.
Condemned seems like
He's
something
definitely
Sammy
talked
would
about
like.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they've talked about Oxenfree a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Courtney talks about Oxenfree a lot, but I do not think she plays the other games.
No, I
Oh, you
don't.
don't think that Courtney is a big Hotline Miami too?
If I were to guess, probably not.
Yeah, I've never seen her talk about it, but everyone has their taste, right?
Well, then we'll see. Absolutely
Hey.
10 for 10.
We did it.
10 for
Hey,
10,
10 for
baby.
10. All
That's
one
company
run too.
culture. Editors can
That's
pick
right.
out our writers.
We only had to edit a few times where Rut got it wrong, but otherwise we're pretty good.
Yeah, we did it. Look at us.
I love that. I love that the pause to show the confidence then resulted in one of the harder lists for people to
That's a
decide.
hard
and
list.
Yeah.
Had to go
Yeah,
off.
that is a tough one.
Whose
That
list
is
wouldn't it be?
A number of different genres.
I'd say that's a pretty wide list, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's a pretty good one too. I feel like
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good
proud.
list, yeah.
I'm proud of us for getting it all right too.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if we got them all
excellent.
wrong.
Yeah.
That would be embarrassing.
This podcast would not be going up.
It's like, oh, sorry guys, technical difficulties because we fucking suck. No
Yeah.
podcast this week.
Go into the forbidden tapes.
Oh god.
Wow. Well, we did it. That's some of our staff's top 5s.
Yes, hopefully you learned
List.
something a little bit about the staff here too, what stuff they like.
Yeah.
So you know who to
Pretty
hate
wide
and or like
range.
now.
Mhm.
And hey, be sure to accuse your friends with questionable tastes of
Yes.
enjoying Sandcore games.
Yeah. Yeah. Ask them
It-
why they haven't
it's-
been playing Babylon's Fall.
Yeah, it's worth the accusations. If it's a Samcore game and they like genuinely like it, you do need to examine them.
Like
What is
medically.
Well, just have a thorough interview about who they are as a person, because something's wrong.
Right.
Something's up. There's something lurking that you don't know about.
But yeah, I think that is maybe like a wrap. Unless there's anything else y'all want to talk about, we've got time.
Nothing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the thing with Red Dead Redemption 2,
Yeah.
so
Right.
great about it. Anyway,
This is actually
did we see any repeats other than
also
Skyrim?
a video
No.
game
Kingdom
assy
Hearts.
fucking video game list.
Christian's
You're
list.
talking about this is
Yeah,
like, let me see some of the most influential games, like some just big ass names that this list is.
Yeah.
When I think of a video game ass dude, I'm thinking like something like, I'm talking about like your list would be like say like a Tunic, or something like small shit on there also that would make its way.
I get it.
Cavern
That
of
would make
Dreams.
more sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, because I guess like what does a video game ass list even mean, right?
Something that both video gamers and non-video gamers.
Here, let me put it this way.
Or is it like Pac-Man?
when
you
I
ask
when I
like
s-
an aunt or something about video games and they know what it is. That's a video game ass video game.
I'm thinking of like, you know, someone who like the people at work who like definitely like, yeah, I mean, this is just gonna sound like I'm fucking up myself, but the people who like skim the surface of gamings that would like introduce themselves like, oh yeah, I'm a real gamer, like, you know, the same way that someone would go like, oh, I'm really into music. Maroon 5, am I right? Like
so
that, like
Stretch,
that
you
kind
can,
of person.
you're Australian, you can use the C word here. Casual.
Yeah,
They're casual.
we talk about the casuals, where we were taking as the capital
It's a
G
different
gamers.
C word than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Well, it's even I would think of like the casuals is like all they play is FIFA and COD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
you're
frat
talking
gamers.
about the N-words.
I don't
No,
I don't even know which one. I don't know where that's going.
I was just saying the new wave
That's getting
gamers.
edited out.
The new wave
New wave
gamers.
gamers.
the new
Okay.
way. Call of Duty's been around for years. FIFA's been around for years.
Oh, he had C word. I was trying to think of an N word in there.
Like Fortnite is a new wave gamer.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about, the Fortnite kids.
Christ, it's a good thing that no one ever gets to the 50-minute mark in our podcast.
Whatever.
Well, they'd be missing out.
I'm trying to take the N word back so it means something else.
Shut up.
Should I stop saying the N word? Nintendo.
Okay, well, here's a question then for the group. What is a game that you are surprised didn't make it on any of these lists?
Oh, fuck. I'm crying, dude.
That I was surprised didn't make it. Huh.
Didn't make it. I mean, Ocarina of Time didn't make it on any of these lists.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
That's
one of the go-to like.
I think that's
greatest-
one of those like Stretch might be genuine, but it's one of those where like everybody's like, oh, it's one of the best games of all time, but then they don't go back and play it again. Not to take anything away from it. It shows its age now, but you definitely see why it's such a pivotal game because it was doing like really
And
niche shit.
Final
man.
Fantasy.
It's still a good game.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, no
There's
Final
not a single
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big.
Like Twilight Princess is the only Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario 64 was the only Mario.
Yeah. No Super Mario World. Interestingly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't see much Mario in general.
Just 64,
Really?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one Pokemon game.
One Pokemon. We did see some Dark Souls, right? Yeah, we got that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Oh, Diablo?
We got a couple of them.
I don't think we saw any racing games of any kind.
No racing, no Diablo, no like competitive shooters,
Doom?
like no Call of Duty, no
No multiplayer thing.
Counter Strike.
I'm
The exception of Babylon's Fall.
Yeah. Oh,
any
yeah.
of these may be a racing game. I don't know though.
True.
True, that's right. These could be all the
These
genres
could
we
very
don't know.
well be racing games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No League of Legends, right? I
No.
kind of thought that would be on here, but no.
No battle royales.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no big multiplayer things.
Mm-hmm.
all.
No card games.
On my expanded 25 game list, I did have some multiplayer games on there.
Oh, I
Mm.
did.
I guess WoW's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be kind of it.
Mm-hmm. And
Uh,
kind of Journey.
Yeah, I was gonna say Journey's a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Perfect
Tricks
Dark.
ya.
Yeah.
I-
And the Time Splitters, yeah.
Perfect Dark, better than Goldeneye.
Yeah.
Fair.
Anybody who says differently is
Bioshock?
stupid.
Oh yeah, no Bioshock. You're right, Rhett.
That
Yeah.
makes sense because Bioshock's bad, but
Whoa.
I would love if
I'm just
only
like looking
Bioshock
through my
Infinite
list of
showed up.
1,000 Steam games and seeing what wasn't on the list.
Hmm.
I didn't see the only Valve game I think we saw was me with Portal 2, right?
I think so. Yeah, and no like grand
RTSs.
strategies. Yeah, RTSs.
Yeah.
KOTOR?
No
KOTOR?
Coder up there. Did we
Yeah.
see any BioWare of any kind on there?
No.
No, yeah.
I don't think so. That's kind of
No.
surprise.
Yeah, no Dragon Age, no Mass Effect.
No Dragon Age, no Mass
It
Effect.
was really only
Baldur's Gate.
Skyrim and Kingdom Hearts 2 that showed up multiple times.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Generally, though, quite a lot of Japanese games here.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Well, I think though that's maybe a good place for us to wrap for this week's episode of the TechRaptor podcast. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please hit subscribe if you haven't already, or let us know down below what are your top 5 games that, like, if we were to put you on this show and we were gonna guess that list, what's that top 5 list?
Define you.
Yeah, define
we-
yourself with 5 games.
If we get enough, we'll do a roast episode.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we just have to
That
guess.
would actually be pretty fun.
Guess usernames based on
Well,
the list.
we couldn't guess it, but we could go through and talk highs and lows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get in the comments.
Yeah, shoot us in the comments. We'd love to see what you got. If you want more of our content, we are always posting on TechRaptor.net. We've got news, features, etc. going on over there. But if you want more of this show, we will be back in your feed next Monday, the day before Halloween. So get spooky or not. It's up to you. I don't tell you how to pray. But we will see you next week.